Colorado River is such a great river. It's always been one of those places that I wanted to go visit and go and see.
Well, we just passed the Mississippi. We have about 800 miles to go, and I just can't wait to hit the water.
We'll bring this down anyways, Brian. We've been in the car for so long that all we want to do is hit the water now, and we see this bridge. Turns out it wasn't so perfect.
Oh,
We're only on day one and we're already getting in trouble with the law. This is gonna be a long trip.
My name is Brian, and this is my best buddy, and his name is Brian too.
Out of all the water in the world, only 1% is fresh water. And we're gonna explore all of it.
This time we're canoeing the Colorado River, all the way from Colorado down to the border of Mexico.
And we're gonna use the same old canoe.
Think we're crazy? You're right. We're the Paddling Bryans.
Toronto was awesome. We had a great going away party at the Cadillac Lounge. Tons of people showed up, and it felt great to have that many people out supporting us, siding our paddles, just getting ready, you know, like to support us on this trip.
I think we have a party over here with some people going down the river or something, right? And that's the paddle you're using, right?
That will be, yeah.
It's like that deliverance stuff, right? I'm gonna do a song for you guys, which I think is probably appropriate. Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide rolling away. Ooh, sitting on the dock of the bay, and I'm wasting time.
Cheers, baby! Woo!
I'm back to the
Cheers, sir! Cheers! Bryans.
The Paddling Bryans.
Oh, we're on, okay. I can't see myself. Anyways. Well, as usual, we partied like idiots the night before we left Toronto. And, well, stupid Adams, I couldn't wake him up, so I had to hit him in the head with a shoe. We don't even have to be that quiet, because Brian doesn't wake up at all. Look, I put on the lights, put him in full blast. Nothing.
It was a great night, but it was a rough morning. I'd stayed up late to clean up before we took off, kept drinking like an idiot, and in the end, it was just a really, really horrible morning. Not to mention my wake-up call was a shoe to the head.
What the f***, are you dead?
I hit him the first time. He didn't even wake up, so I had to hit him harder. Then he woke up.
I had no idea where I was, what was going on, but I was really pissed off. I just wanted to kill someone.
We gotta go. Why? Because we have to paddle down a river if we want to make money. Oh, dude, that was right in the nuts. No, he wasn't happy at all. It was pouring rain when we were leaving Toronto, and I've always thought that was good luck, but that could just be me. I don't know.
Yeah, we're off, man.
Well, apparently it was pouring rain on the way here, and I don't really remember that, because as soon as I got in the car, I passed out, and that was it.
We have a 20-foot canoe on the top of this van. It's strapped down I guess, so-so. But there's no latches on the van to really tie it down, so it might blow off. We're like 2 hours out of Toronto. We're not even in the States, and it's not looking good. Things seem like they might go wrong right away.
The canoe's gonna fall off the roof of the car.
Oh God!
Yo, buddy, pull the horn, pull the horn, yeah! Yeah, baby! Our producer gave us a per diem? Whatever, a live-on allowance thing. So we're gonna be per diem with our per diem and go blow it at the casino. We haven't even made it to Colorado yet. We're gonna be broke.
33 black.
Dum gone. No more money. Well, we just passed the Mississippi. We have about 800 miles to go. This is day 2 of the road trip. It's getting long in the car, and I just can't wait to hit the water. No wonder it's so windy out here. Look at all these gigantic fans making all this wind.
Right now we're driving through Omaha City, and we have about 530 miles left to go before we hit Denver, Colorado.
It's day 2 of the road trip, 2 15-hour days in a row. We finally see the Colorado state sign, so we're both pretty thrilled. We just had to get out and give a little salute to the state of Colorado.
Colorado! We made it, baby! We made it to Colorado. The road trip's done. Just canoeing left.
So we arrive in Denver. We had a little bit of time to kill because we're still waiting on some gear. So we decided to hit up the Electric Cowboy. And sure enough, after a few jacks, we were singing karaoke.
Wasting away margarita. Denver, Colorado, baby.
Searching for
I don't think we did a good job.
the Paddling Bryans. Welcome, always welcome, Colorado.
Day 1 in Denver. We got nothing to do. We're waiting on the film crew to get here, so we're going to watch a baseball game.
Go Rockies, go.
Large beer. What do you got? Bud? Love it. Get Bud original? Up 6 and first on the aisle, I think, right?
It is, yeah.
Yes,
Up
sir.
right on the aisle.
Thank you.
So we show up at the Rockies game. Unfortunately, we missed the tailgate party, but we made it in for the first pitch. And honestly, the stadium was beautiful. Awesome place. I hadn't been to a baseball game since the Expos played in Montreal, so it was a ton of fun. And yeah, we just had a great time. Had some beers, enjoyed a baseball game, and you know, took it easy.
Here's the baseball.
Yeah. Our original plan was to start off from Windy Gap Reservoir.
We're bringing this down anyways, bro?
And we see this bridge. We think it's perfect.
Look at that beautiful river, and we get to paddle down it.
We arrived there, and the law showed up. Colorado River is such a great river. I've heard about this river my entire life. It's always been one of those places that I wanted to go visit and go and see.
picked the Colorado River because we done the Missouri, we done the Milk River, we done the Mississippi, and the Colorado is just that much more intense. It's pretty well, I don't know, it's one of the craziest rivers I've ever heard about. And there's so many fun locations to stop. There's fun rapids, there's lakes, there's so much on it that we want to test ourselves a little further, I guess.
Look, we're on our way down to Windy Gap, I guess we're supposed to start at, but you gotta stop and play in the snow, right? Oh, son of a bitch. Adams, you're a dead man. If I could throw snowballs.
We've been in the car for so long that all we want to do is hit the water now, and we see this bridge.
All right, buddy. Well, Windy Gap looked a little a hard place to launch. This place looks a lot better. Let's do this. We're at the Colorado River. We're packing up one hell of a mess of a truck. I don't think anyone could create that much garbage in a 3-day road trip as we did, which is actually really not nature friendly, but what the hell, we'll recycle it. And yeah, time to get on the water and do what we know how to do, paddle. We'll bring this down anyways, bro. We'll put it right in, Brian. I just want to get the side for now. Just there. Good.
Look at that beautiful river and we get the paddle down it. Ah, can't wait. Can't wait.
DP, the essentials, baby.
You know, for the most part in all my travels, river folk have been the best kind of folk to meet. Every now and then you just hit the wrong guy.
Okay, so we just talked to the guy up there. He said it's cool to go and do it.
Somebody up there, Dad?
Yeah.
He's wrong. I'm the one that has to watch this river, nobody else. If you put the canoe in the water, I'm going to call the law, period, okay?
We're in Colorado and on the Colorado River. There's tons of ranchers and they've come up with their own kind of laws, which I don't think are entirely right, but they say that they can own everything under the water too. So we're not allowed to set foot on anything underneath the water or next to the water or anywhere around the water. We can only be on the water.
Oh, here's great. And here's the cops.
We're packing back up, but down to Hot Sulphur Springs, I guess. Yeah. Is what we've been told.
If you go past Byers Canyon and you get out in some of the areas down past about 3 or 4 miles further down and you're rafting and you touch the bottom, the people will have you charged with trespassing. Okay? So you can, as long as you don't touch bottom, you're fine, but the water's so low right now that If you're in areas and you see signs that say no trespassing and you pass those signs,
Right.
they will have you charged.
No problem.
So
We're only on day 1 and we're already getting in trouble with the law. This is gonna be a long trip.
Anyway,
We're
let's
just packing everything back up.
Yeah,
So.
all right.
We'll pack it all up.
Thanks, guys.
Turns out it wasn't so perfect. Make sure not to damage the. Tell me when you're at the. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Good canoe trip, boys. Good job. Well done on everyone's part.
The cops are actually pretty nice. Everybody's been kind of nice about it. Like, they could have actually
They were
fined
cool, right?
us and gotten us in a lot of trouble, but you know, they helped us out, gave us a couple of tips on where we should be camping and you know what, how we should stay out of trouble. So our plan was to go down and go right through Gore Canyon. Thank God we didn't, because when we pulled up beside it, we took a look at that, and you know, that was not for us. Our 20-foot canoe can't handle that. In the end, as it turns out, the ranchers calling the police and everything, you know, it's kind of a good thing, because it kind of avoided like this whole section that, I mean, we could paddle down that. We've done much worse than that, but we like, there's not enough water. We'd be dragging the canoe again, and I mean, and there's nowhere to camp on either side. Like, look at look at the canyon walls. Like, I don't know. So you know what? As much as I didn't like it, I think it was a good thing that they that the police came and gave us a little heads up on it. So we're gonna try and pack it in and hit the river tomorrow morning. We finally found a spot where we can actually launch the boat.
And spin.
Everybody else has whitewater rafts. And you got a Kevlar canoe. We finally found a spot where we can actually launch the boat. We're hoping we're going to be able to paddle it for, you know, at least a couple of miles before we hit some serious rapids. But I don't know, I'm getting a little concerned because there's all kinds of rafters putting in here too. So there's got to be some rapids soon, I think.
Okay. And spin. I'm pretty worried that we're gonna need a new canoe on the first day.
Why's that?
Look at all the rocks.
I'm feeling a little apprehensive. Everybody else has whitewater rafts. And you got a Kevlar canoe. We got whitewater paddles in this. That's always good.
Here's one of the most important pieces of equipment. We're not bringing all your clothes. You're bringing one t-shirt, two t-shirts maybe?
It begins. Already downsizing.
You know, there's one thing about Adams, and he's a pack rat. He loves to bring everything. He wants to bring the kitchen sink, his, you know, last year's collection of baseball cards. He wants to bring everything. But I'm not letting him this time.
Brian has always been a big pain about overpacking, and you know what? Since the first trip, he's been throwing things out overboard. We don't need this, we don't need that, even when a lot of times we do need those things, and he realizes later on that we do. But this time, I kind of I gave in to Brian's request, and we packed late.
No, so what's the rest of the river like from till we exit the state of Colorado?
Well, it's going to be like this for a good section, and then you're going to hit class 2s and 3s.
Right.
Then you got flat water for many miles. Then you got a rapid called Rodeo, which was my first swim. And it's going to be real rocky. You're going to want to pull over and check it out.
Yeah. Okay, scope it out.
Yep, and then you can go all the way down, and you're going to want to pull out before the dam. You know, the dam.
Right, yeah.
And then you put it in there, and it's going to be really extreme class 4 boating into town. And then you got flat water for the rest of the state.
Cool. Right on.
great.
Good luck,
Thanks,
brother.
man. Thanks a lot.
Wish you guys the best.
Thanks.
Cool.
Have a good trip, guys.
This is a perfect example of, you know, the kindness of paddlers, like, you know, the bond between them, because we meet people everywhere and everyone's more than willing to spend a little time and explain what we could expect upriver and stuff like that.
I think it's great just to be in touch with nature and the flows and cycles of Mother Earth, so super cool. Hope they enjoy it and be safe.
Any tips for these guys?
Stay in the moment, enjoy every moment.
Good luck, Brian!
Hold up. Don't force so hard. We're going up that way. Okay, go ahead. Just get in.
Feels great to be in the water, and you know, let's go, man. Time to hit Mexico. I can smell the tequila.
Good luck, Paddling Bryans! See you in Mexico! Woo!
It's awesome to be back on the river with Brian. Like, I miss this. This is what life is really about.
Day 2 is kicking the shit out of day 1. It's awesome.